All right. I think that we are live. Oh my goodness. Hey girl, hi. How you doing? Listen, we are not, hold on. Hold on. What is this thing talking about? Sorry, y'all. I am all right. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, there we go. All right. So I think that we are live. All right, okay. So I am excited. I'm coming in really briefly. As I have been, listen, we're not going to talk about like the messy bun. It's okay. You are here because we talking about making more money, honey. That's what we're talking about. And doubling your high ticket clients. Okay. Doubling your high ticket clients with pre selling messaging specifically. So I am behind the scenes this week. I have been prepping for our training that's happening next week. If you are not signed up, kiarajones.com/training. The link is somewhere around this video. You need to be there. Be incredible. If you look at the title of this video, we are let me turn my notifications down really quick. I love all the things. Um, we're talking in this video really quickly about the stall that happens with your sales, especially for multiple six figures, right? So I am sitting down and I'm going through like, what do I want to pour into women? First of all, when you sign up for the training, you get a bonus pre-training gift from me. And so we have been delivering those. Like, so this morning, it's basically an opportunity for you to get kind of like a mini audit, some messaging support, some sales messaging, strategies messaging, as far as like how they're positioning their current offer for 4 and 5 figure offers that they have, being able to really dive into mindset stuff that's coming up around calling in those next level clients, being able to talk about something I want to mention here inside of this video in particular, the wobble that happens. So let me talk really quick about one of the biggest things that I see for women who do about $30,000 to $80,000 minimum every year. Okay. So you might be within this range. You might also be in a space where you are having like some low six figures, right? So you might be a little bit above the 80K. That's all right. But you are like, I want to get to consistent multiple six figures. And you keep staying in this mid-tier plateau. I want to talk about that. Okay. So when you first get started, right? I'm even gonna draw really quick. You can be able to see, I think you can see a little bit. Okay. So when you first get started, let's say that you are over here, okay? Just for the sake of like, oh no, y'all can't see that. Hold on. Where we at with the video? There we go. Okay. So let's say you're here, like when you get started. Okay. And so you have an ideal client here. You have elements of your method here. You have things that you talk about here, right? So parts of your method, parts of your audience, they're here. Okay. And then what happens as you continue to get more experience, as you continue to with more people, as you continue to elevate within yourself, you're doing your own healing, boo boo, because you are a high achiever, or maybe you are an overcoming, a healing high achiever. Okay, you letting that go. And so as you are on your own personal journey, because you are growth oriented, right? You are stepping over here. Okay, my dogs are like, what's that noise? There they go. I knew it. I knew it. Guys, it's mommy. Okay, it's mommy. Here, guys. It's mommy. Here. Oh my God, I knew it. Why did I do that? So, here, Papa. Here, Junior. Here. So basically, you're going to get into a space where you're growing, right? And so now you're over here, okay? And so as you continue to grow, expand, evolve, right? Your voice is expanding. But here's the thing, if you find yourself in a space where you keep trying to stay here, okay? But yet, guess what? You keep wobbling back and forth over here. You keep trying to access stories over here. Keep trying to speak to your client over here. Yet at the so let's put even a dollar sign. So let's say maybe your price point might be like here. I don't even put 3, right? So maybe you like 997. Maybe you like $1,500. And this is subjective, right? Because I have clients who their low ticket offer is actually $4,500. Some of my clients, their low ticket offer, okay, it could be anywhere like $2,000. I have a client I was talking to yesterday. Her low ticket offer is actually $2,500. So this is completely subjective, right? So this is based off of your business model, right? So it just depends, right? Your low ticket offer might be $500, okay? I've had clients where they come in work with me. They're doing these session by sessions, and they've been able to grow their business to $30,000, $40,000 a year, but they're doing like these individual sessions. We need to actually come up with packages. As a whole nother story, okay? So let's put 3 digits over there, but let's say over here, let's do $4 and a fifth. Okay? So now you're over here and you keep trying to come over here. There are stories that you used to tell. There's parts of you who you used to be, right? And that's easy. It's actually harder for you to tap back in over here. But you keep forcing yourself to do it because you still have clients who are over here, because you still have clients who are lingering here. And so when you are sitting there like, oh my goodness, I know that, like, maybe I got like 60% of my clients over here, okay? Sorry, I just hit my lamp. And then maybe I have like I don't know, 40% of my clients over there. And so you're wanting that to shift. You're wanting most of your clients to be where you really desire them to be. Here's what I want to talk about. The burnout that you are experiencing, the feeling like your sales are stalling, feeling like they're slower, feeling like you are in a space where you're not fully able to go all in and you're forcing yourself to stay over here. All of that type of energy, you think it's the algorithm, you think that it's the economy, you think that it's your people are sick of you, you think that I've been talking about this thing for like 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. I think it's gone. I'm sick of talking about this thing. You keep making it about all these other things. Let me tell you this. And if you're new to my world, I've been in the high ticket lane for over 15 years. Okay, 17 years. Started out in corporate, managing 6 and 7 figure accounts that I grew by double digits. I was the only Black woman on my team. I became really obsessed with understanding how to help women sell their stuff as good as they help other people sell, as good as they help themselves, as good as they sell other people's stuff. Excuse me, right? Because we will sell other people's stuff like crazy. I can't sit on that stage and talk about your expertise. Why you can't sign that check the same way that you are coaching, consulting, giving thought leadership, doing that work in a corporate environment, the same thing that you're doing there, you can do it for yourself. But you've already figured that out. You've done that. You've taken that step. But now there is a next level for you. You get to do more than you have been doing. Okay? But here's the thing. You now have to give yourself permission to grow into the next level. You don't have to stay here. You have this save them energy that you've taken on, whether you're the oldest daughter, whether you're the oldest granddaughter, I'm both. Okay. Whether you are, whether you are in this space where you've always been the responsible friend, the responsible cousin, the responsible niece, the responsible insert, you've always been in that role. And that identity is what you've carried into your business. And so you're taking on this responsibility that you need to stay over here supporting both clients. But here's the thing. You keep having to shrink parts of yourself so that you can come back here. Like, oh man, I got next level stories that I want to tell. My clients I remember one of my clients signing her very first $15,000 client, but yet she still had a $1,500 offer. And it was like pulling teeth. Like she would be like, here, I don't know, postpartum. Is it like me? Am I in depression? Like I'm going to therapy. Like she's doing the most. And it literally became, oh my gosh. You talk to people that are no longer available for where you are going. And my love, that does not mean that you don't have love for them as a human being. That doesn't mean that you're being disrespectful to them. That doesn't mean that you care any less for them. you are actually doing a disservice, because that back and forth means that you keep splitting yourself. You keep splitting yourself. You keep splitting your message. You keep splitting your voice. You keep splitting your energy. And if you have team members, so if you have 1 or 2 team members, or if you have 3 or 4 team members, you're splitting them. Who are we talking to today? Which offer are we selling today? You're splitting your marketing campaign. You're splitting your marketing budget. You're splitting every part of you. You're getting on coaching calls. You're getting coaching for one thing, and then your coach like, wait, which offer are we selling again? Which client are we talking to again? You are driving yourself crazy. And all of that energy is being taken from where you really want to exist, where you really want to play, where you really want to be, where you really are meant to be. Who you have become is here. And you keep thinking that you have to stay over here and wobble between the two. It doesn't make you a better coach. It doesn't make you a better speaker. It doesn't make you a better anything. You need to stop being in a space where you think you have to mother and rescue. And I'm going to need you to be in your method. I'm going to need you to own that elevated expertise that you have gained and stand in that. Every time you go to write content, it's not, oh my God, it's my productivity. It's my hormones. I need to take more of this vitamin or this supplement and all these types of things. Those things, I'm not going to discount. I'm not a doctor. I'm not any of that. So those things could totally be something that you can do, right? I'm not knocking that. But I see so many women blaming themselves. And when I have clients, like literally we were on our Money in the Message Inner Circle call yesterday. We did not want to get off the call. We literally, okay, the call is done. Because we're talking about so many different amazing, beautiful elements. And so there's some practical positioning, powerful strategies that you need to be putting in place into your sales messaging and your sales communication strategies to elevate your conversions from clients. Okay. But there's also some of this messaging mindset stuff, including the identity. You keep wobbling between this unwavering identity between your high ticket you and your mid ticket you, and boo-boo, you get fully into your high ticket you. I promise you, the clients that you truly desire, they are there. You already know that. You get to handle more than just one of them a month. You get to handle more than just one of them a quarter. You get to handle more than just a handful of them a couple times a year. You get to fully go all in and call them in. You don't have to be in this like, okay, well, let me only have space for this many and then do another story. Could be, can I handle them? But I wanted to just drop that little love on you. Please let me know in the comments what this brings up for you. If there is something that resonates for you, let me know. I see all of you that are joining, so thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Webster. Hi, Patton. Hey, Luisa. Hi, Marcy. Hey, Laline. How are you? Beautiful. Gabriella, Amanda. Hi, Mo. Hi. How are you, Erica? Beautiful to see you all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining. So, and anybody whose name I missed, look, I just can't sit and name every single body. And obviously, y'all know I'm live in a couple different places. Okay, so I am gonna remind you www.kiarajones.com/training. That link is in the bio, it's in the caption, somewhere around this video. Sign up. And I want to be very clear, okay? This is not a fluff training, okay? So if you have not made the required amount of annual revenue, you need to be making at least $30,000 to $80,000 to really get what you need, like really maximize what we're going to be going through in this training, because we're not doing basic beginner ideal client 101. This is advanced sales messaging strategies. I do not want you to come in here and get lost, get overwhelmed, start judging yourself. And, we also don't have the space and the capacity, because we're going to be doing about an hour of teaching. And then I'm going to be making sure we have some properties. There's some exercises and assessments and that I want to do some hot seat coaching. So we just don't have the space to go into like the basics of sales messaging and positioning and how do I sign my first 4-figure client, or like things that we're talking about, signing more 4- and 5-figure clients, right? So anywhere from like, if it's $2,500, right? If it is a $25,000 client, right? I have clients who have $35,000 clients. I have clients who sign 6-figure contracts. Okay. So I don't want you to get lost. So you are not really in a where you are a fit for that training, send DM. I'll make sure myself and my team send you some other resources that we have. If you are not a fit, there is no shame you need to have. You will get there, honey bunny. Okay. But if you are in that space, you're making 30 to 80K minimum every year, and you are wanting to step into a space where you are breaking into your multiple six figures, okay, I want to invite you to this training. We're going to be talking about pre-selling strategies, because here's the thing: I can't talk to you about pre-selling messaging, right? How to get your clients to be in a space where they're ready to buy now, like they're pre when they get into your sales cycle, so that your sales process, so that you don't have to spend as much time following up with them. Okay, we can't do that. I have a client who just closed, I think it's like five new clients inside of one of her core offers, right? In the last month, we can't get to that place. I think the last two, I think, was in the DMs, right? Like, you can't get into that place where you're closing DMs, where you're closing straight from content, where you're closing straight from one-to-many events, where you're closing straight from streams. I have signed 5-figure clients straight from live streams, just like this, right? You can't get to those spaces, right? When you are putting out vague messaging, and when you're doing this, your messaging is vague as hell. So you're not going to get to a place where you're having pre-selling going on. So this is why this is so important for you to grasp. We're going to be going deeper into this, but when you sign up, you do get a bonus coaching pass. So if there's something coming up on this for you, you could use that pass. Like, I've been doing this, I was doing this yesterday. You could use your coaching pass, and we could do some pre-work really quick to start shifting some things within you, so that you come to the training, you're ready. Because you're going to want to bring your pencil, your paper, your calculator. You're going to want to also bring your core offer. There's some other things. You'll get an email that'll tell you. So if you thought this was a free training, Kiara don't do basic. I don't know if you didn't know that. If you're new to me, then I'm taking all the lands. Okay, so let me run. I gotta go take care of my client. I am sending you all so much love. Let me know what is coming up for you in this video. You can comment, you can DM me, okay, at the Kiara Jones, and sign up kiarajones.com/training. Make sure you bestie. Don't keep it to yourself, okay? Until next time, love, shine, and success. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, Angel. And Rachel, I'm actually hopping off. Make sure that you watch the replay, tag up his bestie, share the video, kiarajones.com/training, and I will see you all soon. Bye, loves. I'll see you in the DM. DM me your questions so that I can answer it, since I know you just popped in, and I want to make sure you're taken care of.